Hello, we're here. Hey there, hey there, hey there. And I'm already staring at the screen. What? So I'm going to put Vincent Price covering the screen. I mean, I'm not going to cover the whole screen. I can still see the chat. And probably I want to see your face a little bit, but covering my face. No, Bob, cover me up too. Okay. So no monitor on me or Zoom, just on the chat. Hello, hello. It's Midnight Party with Zoon. Midnight Party with Zoon. Ooh, we have candles behind us. Can you see the candles? Show them the candles, Bob. Can you, what's going on? I'm just going to move these a little bit so people can see them because they're kind of cool looking. Be careful not to burn me, huh? I'm going to be careful not to burn you. Let's see, are they in the shot? Oh, our heads cover both of the candles, so I guess it's kind of pointless. Oh, well. Hello, hello. How's it going? Zoon here, and this is the second Zoon show of Sundays. You know what I mean? Yeah. In some parts of the world right now, it's Monday. So, if you're there, happy Monday. All right. So, before we start getting to questions, I am going to pick a card of the night. A card of the night? Okay, we can pick a card of the night. Yeah. All right, I'll cut the deck for you. Okay. Here is our card of the night. This is what kind of night we're going to all have together. You ready? Yep. All right. The card of tonight or tomorrow, depending on where you are. Well, what's it say? I can't see it because I covered the screen. Oh, broken record. Very interesting, Bob. Well, and we get this one sometimes, so just a quick reminder of what broken record is. Sure, on old-timey audio equipment, people, a record would sometimes get scratched, and it would be like this. Oh, that wasn't bad. Yeah, and what it means is that you have a pattern that's repeating. So tonight, we're going to have a pattern that repeats. Now, with broken record, the idea is to break free of the pattern. So, Bob, when you notice the pattern that we have to break free from, let me know. Let you know. When you see it, let me know. Okay. Well, I see one pattern already. What's that? We do a card every week. All right. Maybe that's not a bad pattern. And what do you think about that, Mr. Frog? I like the patterns, to be honest. You just like catching flies. I resent that remark. I also like climbing trees and singing songs. You like singing songs? I do like singing songs. Sing a song for us, huh? It's not easy being good. Stop it! What? Don't sing that song. Yeah, that's somebody else. That's a different Frog's famous song, so you shouldn't sing that song. But it's an important song for me and my Tito. Your what? Tito. Your people? Yes. Oh. Well, how about it's not easy being orange? You don't have to be derivative. You can make up your own song. Make up my own song? Yeah. What a splendid idea. How about this, Zoon? Doom da da doom da da doom da da doom doom Zoon doom doom doom. My name is Zoon doom 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 doom. I'm Zoon doom 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 Zoon doom doom. And I am an alien, and I'm here on Earth. Here to talk to you and you and you and other people too. Other what?
people.
Oh. Ding da ding da ding da ding da ding. Zoon ding da ding da ding da ding. Zoon zoon ding da ding da ding. I'm Zoon. Not bad, you guys. Not bad. Are you in the shot? I gotta move Vincent Price here for a second. Oh, you're still not in the shot.
That's okay. Mr. Frog doesn't have to be in it.
I know, but how far away is he from it? You know, he's on the microphone. Oh, I see. You're pretty close to the shot, Mr. Frog.
Mr. Frog, I am Vincent Price. I have died, but I'm still alive, and I'm coming for you, Mr. Frog.
That's pretty scary, Bob.
But don't worry, I'll crack a few good jokes before you die.
Don't hurt Mr. Frog.
Oh, it's just Vincent Price.
Most of these people watching this don't know who that is.
Really? Well, there was a time in the 60s, 70s, and 80s where he was one of the biggest stars in the world. He did the voiceover on Michael Jackson's Thriller.
Really?
Yeah, that something of the Thriller. That's Vincent Price.
Oh,
He's also in a bunch of Scooby-Doo episodes.
he was?
Yeah, he was the wizard with the crystal ball in the Scooby-Doo episodes. And this picture right here is from his movie The Raven, or was it just Raven? And he's in it with Boris Karloff and rats. Why can't I think of the other fella? Another famous guy from the time period. And he has a really great shirt. I mean, look at that shirt. I wish I had that shirt.
You can have that shirt, Bob. I'm sure it wouldn't be too expensive.
I'd have to get really lucky to find a shirt like that nowadays. So, what do you guys think? That's my Vincent Price.
Very good, Bob. How would Vincent Price sing?
You want Vincent Price to sing? Hello, I am Vincent Price, and I'm a magician and a vampire. Ooh. Hello. I don't know. That wasn't very good.
Nope. But you tried.
Yeah, I did try. I don't know, Zoon. What other songs do you want to sing?
Bob,
Yeah.
this is turning into a broken record.
Oh, broken record, our card. It is turning into a broken record scenario. How about that? All right. So, This morning we were talking about dreams. Some of our folk friends were talking with us about dreams they've had. And yeah, I've had some interesting dreams. I mean, just yesterday, just this morning, I was dreaming about right above me, there were these glowing strings, these threads, and they were making up a cloud, and they were glowing, and they shimmered in the light.
It's lit up in your bedroom?
No. I mean, in the dream, they were shimmering.
Huh.
And then for some reason, something jolted me, and I opened my eyes, and they were still floating there. And I thought, oh, wow, look. And then for some reason, I felt a little scared, but I don't think I had anything to be afraid of. The threads didn't seem dangerous. But when I was like, oh, no, they floated away.
Well, you were awake.
While I was awake.
Oh, wow.
What about you, Zoon? Do you tell us about some of your dreams?
Well, let's see. Yesterday I dreamed that I was playing blackjack.
You're playing blackjack?
21.
Yeah, I know what blackjack is. You're dreaming about playing blackjack with who?
Some friends.
You and some friends are playing blackjack.
Yeah.
I mean, real life friends, or were they dream friends?
No.
Both. Real life friends and dream friends.
Uh-huh.
So, which real life friends were you playing blackjack with?
You and Sayaka and Bruce.
You were playing blackjack with Bruce?
Yeah.
I don't think Bruce would understand blackjack. I don't think so. Maybe you're right. Maybe Bruce would understand how to count to 21. Somehow, I don't think so.
Oh,
It's okay. Bruce can't be great at everything. Bruce is great at a lot of things, though. You know.
what's he great at?
Well, Bruce is great at catching mice and rats. He caught mice and rats in our first apartment in New York City.
Really?
Oh yeah, Bruce caught a bunch of them. Well, 3 maybe, but that's still a lot. As he caught them all in like a 6-month period, and then no more rats in that entire building. They just left.
Oh, what else is Bruce good at?
What else is Bruce good at? Well, when I get the laser and I point it around and I spin it and Bruce runs and spins, Bruce is very fast and good at getting the laser with his paw.
Oh, let me see if I can do it. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I don't think you're ever going to catch that laser, buddy.
yeah, yeah.
Nope.
I see.
What else is Bruce good at? He's good when he's sleepy. He's really good at snuggling because he can cuddle down and he purrs, and his purring is very relaxing.
Is it?
Yeah. I wish Bruce were here. I would put him on camera. How about there? You see the candle there?
Makes it look like I'm on fire.
Like you're on fire? Yeah, that's not so bad.
What?
No. I mean, looking like you're on fire. Here, I'll see if I can move this other candle over here. Oh, we have 2 candles. How does it look on camera? Oh, look at that. Yeah, the camera itself doesn't know what to focus on. It's kind of exciting. So, well, I guess we can start answering questions. Yeah, I was hoping we'd have some other folks ask questions and people to talk to, but I guess it's just us. So, dooby-dooby-doo. All right. Let's see. Which of these questions do I want to answer? Here's a good one. This one's from a good friend of ours who I think wants to remain anonymous. And our friend asks, do you have your routines or tips for meditation?
Hey, Bob,
Yeah.
I can't read what you wrote.
You can't read what I wrote?
No, not at all.
You can't read what I wrote at all?
No. Well, the word do.
Oh, you can read the do.
And you? Oh, and have? Oh, no, I'm starting to learn how to read sloppy.
Well, anyway, do you have a routine or tips for meditation? That's a very good question. What do you think, buddy? Do you have any routines or tips for meditation?
You know, I've been doing it so long that for me, I could just do it right now.
Oh, I see. That's not very compelling viewing, though, watching you meditate.
No. So what about you, Bob? Why don't you answer this one?
Me? Okay, well, I mean, I've gotten pretty advanced now, too, where I can just pop in and out. So I don't have much of a routine for it anymore. When I'm looking for inspiration, like that kind of meditation, I have a routine. I'll usually have a hot bath in the dark, and I'll put the towel under the door to make sure no light comes in. I mean, a little bit of light comes in from around the door frame, but otherwise no light. And forgive me, I might sneeze.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, I might sneeze. But so I do that for my for meditations for catching ideas. But for other meditations, I mean, when I was first starting, I had a few routines.
Like what?
Well, for one thing, it's good, I think, to start with developing just awareness, like how to pay attention and to recognize who and what you are in the process.
What does that mean?
You know what it means.
I know, but they don't.
Yeah. We'll get to that.
Okay.
So, good basic awareness meditation, you sit or lie down comfortably so you're not hunching, like I'm hunching because I'm on this uncomfortable couch, but so you're not hunching. And then you breathe in with your nose like this, hold it for like a split moment and breathe out. Don't force it. And when you empty out, it should automatically breathe back in. And you keep going and just pay attention to your breathing and just sit and pay attention to your breathing. And once you've done that for, I don't know, everybody's different. It may take you a day or two, or it may take you,
You're gonna meditate for a whole day?
no. A few minutes. But the first couple times you do it, that might be as far as you get, just breathing. But there comes a point once you've done it enough where you feel something. I don't know. For me, it hits in my shoulders where I just feel this like letting go feeling. Like I feel like my grasp on things kind of like just gets softer. Huh. Yeah. And then my mind kind of, I wouldn't say it drifts. I become even more aware of my thoughts and my surroundings. And if I start getting too noisy in my head, like thinking or worrying or anything like that, I would just go back to paying attention to my breathing, like conscious attention to my breathing. And just learning to be aware and practicing a state of high awareness is a great starting point. I mean, that is really enough to hold a person for life, really, if you don't want to go any further into it. Although I suspect, you may go further into it just in the way it evolves on its own. Well, you know what I'm talking about, but in the way it evolves on its own, you may discover that it changes and grows and evolves with you, and you develop a practice, just by consistently doing it every day, even if it's just a couple minutes, it turns into a practice, and that practice changes and evolves the more you do it. There's not really much more I can say about that, because if I spoil it, then it gets a little harder to do instead of easier to do. And I would say make it as easy as possible,
What do you mean by easy as possible?
Yeah, easy as possible. I mean, like, for me, at first, when I was first learning, I would set time aside in the morning and in the evening before bed. So in the morning, it would be nice because there's quiet and I don't have to do anything yet. So I could just do it. And in the evening before bed, I could just, if I fell asleep or whatever, it was totally fine because I had to fall asleep anyway because I'm in bed.
Oh,
And then over time, I learned what the in Zen they call, walking Zen and working Zen, and it's basically being in a highly aware meditative state while you're doing activities like washing the dishes or sweeping the floor, etc. And then eventually that became like a very heightened working situation where if I'm being creative, painting or writing or making music, I could instantly get into that uh, sharp, concentrating state of mind.
wow.
And for me, what I noticed would be that my thoughts would get more clear and less noisy. And eventually I learned how to kind of switch it on and off to where if I didn't want any noise and I wanted to completely pay attention to everything going on around me, I could just switch it off. And then, it switches itself back on if you leave it too long, which is good. You want your brain to be thinking. You don't want to.
So you're not practicing not thinking.
That's right. You don't want to practice not thinking. You just want to practice being completely aware.
Interesting. How would you say that's benefited you?
How has it benefited me? Well, I mean, I've learned some control over my emotions, which in the past have been overwhelming, and I've also learned to notice when I'm receiving creative inspiration. I've learned to just notice it and go with it, like immediately go with it rather than, oh, I have this song idea. What do I do? Instead I'm like, song idea. Let's hum it. Let's tap it, and you can be completely present. which I think for every creative outlet, it really helps to learn to be completely present,
I see.
you know. And I have this running hypothesis that I'm working with that the deeper and clearer and more present you are while you're being creative, the better and I guess higher level your creations tend to be. At least that's been the case for me. I mean, clarity has really helped me to be more creative.
Huh. Well, how about that?
What about you?
Yep, me too. And more, I can't spoil it for you, Bob.
You can't spoil it for me.
No.
Okay. Well, I hope this was helpful. If you want to know more about this, please ask. Hit us up, message us on like leave a message or comment here. Message us on Instagram if you want us to talk about this more. You have more questions. We're really happy to talk about this because it's an interesting topic, and we could probably do a whole video just on this. So if you're interested and you want to know more, you have any questions, just let us know.
Thanks, Bob.
For what?
Doing my job.
Doing your job?
Yeah, doing my job.
Well, somebody's got to do it.
Hey, what else? Some more questions.
All right. Let's see. Winter is coming. Do you have any tips for when I feel depressed during winter?
What's that?
I don't know. I was trying to do a Jon Snow from Game of Thrones.
Oh, yeah, the historical drama.
Yeah, historical. Right.
Yeah. That's a weird part of your history. You guys used to have dragons?
We certainly did used to have dragons. Absolutely. For sure.
And you don't now.
Nope. So, any tips for when you feel depressed during winter?
I don't feel depressed during winter, Bob.
Why is that?
Well, when we leave our bodies behind in orange mud and we travel the galaxy, we don't have to rely on hormones or vitamins or any of that. The great tree takes care of us.
The great tree takes care of you? What does that mean?
It's like a life support system for our bodies, when we come to Earth.
Oh, I see. Or other planets.
That's right. What about you?
Me? I do sometimes get the winter blues, And for me, one thing I do, I order vitamin D if I know I'm not getting enough sunlight, and I'll take that in the morning, and that really helps. It's not as good as sunlight, but I do notice that I'm not as dark, because a lot of the winter blues is just not getting as much sunlight as before. And if you're the kind of person who during summer doesn't get enough sunlight, then winter you're getting even less. So that's going to be a source of some darkness. And to be honest, if it's been raining for a week, I might take a vitamin D. Or if it's, if I know I'm going to be like working in the basement and not getting a lot of sunshine, I'll take one. I don't take one every day, but a couple times a week, just when I feel that dip in my mood.
What else
besides vitamin D? Well, one thing, just because in the past I used to be a kind of depressed person, a very depressed person at one point. I noticed just drinking more water really helped, because when you flush your body out, you get rid of the toxic buildup cleaned out, which I guess that's what your kidneys and liver do. And water is the thing that keeps you alive. And my understanding is the cells exchange water for waste, Drinking enough water really will improve your mood.
Really?
Yeah. Drinking enough water will improve your mood. We talked about this, I think, on the live. Was it last week or the week before?
Yep.
Okay. So, drinking enough water. And how do you know if you're drinking enough? If your pee is almost clear but not clear, you're drinking enough. And if it's completely clear, you're drinking too much. And if it's dark, you're definitely not drinking enough.
You're probably eating something that's not good for you.
There's a good chance that might be true as well. And I've noticed also, I don't know what scientific proof there is for this, but I've noticed when I'm getting sick, my pee will be darker than normal. I assume that's part of.
Oh, hey, there's Bruce.
Yeah, he's trying to talk to somebody. But when I'm sick, my pee will be darker than normal. I mean, I'm almost never sick anymore, but when I used to get sick, my pee would be darker than normal, and I'd drink more water and flush it out, and I would get healthier faster.
Huh. What else?
Well, another thing, sometimes because of the darkness of winter, our body clocks can get a little funky. And one way to counteract that, well, when you don't get enough sleep and your body clock is funky, you're not getting enough sleep, you can obviously feel depressed and run down and dark because your brain needs sleep to replenish itself and to heal your body, etc. You know, nerves regenerate, etc. And your dreams are how your brain processes, information from throughout the day. I mean, it's a lot more than that. Like I receive, visions and creative ideas through my dreams, but sometimes my dreams are just working out stuff that I was thinking about throughout the day. So making sure that you're getting enough sleep is a really good way to feel less depressed. And if you notice that you're sleeping at weird times and it's making you feel like icky and weird from sleeping at weird times, just try to pay attention to when your body wants to be asleep and when your body wants to be awake. I found that really helps me a lot.
Anything else?
If you can eat some fruit, that helps. I don't know if that's trace minerals or vitamin C or what, but I've just noticed if I'm feeling a winter dip and I get some fruit, a couple apples, some cherries, or, just extra lemon in my water, I notice I feel a perk. I feel better than I did before.
Very nice, Bob.
Well, it feels weird to be doing most of the talking when, you're the star and I'm your sidekick.
Hey, you got the answers. You got to talk.
Yeah, that's fair.
Got any more questions?
Oh, yeah. Again, anonymous. I don't think she wants us to name her name, so.
Do you have any tips for developing our intuitions?
Any tips for developing intuition? Ooh, what do you think, Zoon?
Well, let's see. Why don't you start and I'll jump in?
You want me to start and then you jump in?
Okay. One thing, and it's a funny thing to say, but I've noticed that practice with certain skills, you'll develop your intuition within that skill set. And it's not just muscle memory or twitch reflex or any of that. Like there's a certain pathway, like neural pathways, maybe. I don't know. Neuroscientists probably know better than me, but pathways in the brain that get deeper grooves and things start to come automatically. And then when you're in certain situations, you can improvise and do the right task just by practicing the skill.
Oh, like what?
Well, I remember in my first band back when I was a teenager, I would get like different instruments, sometimes toy instruments. And in the middle of a song, I would pull it out and just make noises with it. But I would find quite often, just intuitively, I would make noises that are very musical and work really well within the song. And, I didn't know how to play a trombone, but I would, make noises with it. And then sometimes at a live show, I would just be in tune and it would sound neat. And I didn't know how I did it. It was just intuition, but it was the practice of doing lots of shows and playing other instruments and just continually experimenting and trying new things.
Oh, so not just repetition, but trying new things.
Well, yeah, because if you develop the habit of trying new things,
your brain maybe wants to get a step ahead, and you can develop this kind of beginner's luck, I guess, that kind of kicks in intuitively whenever you're trying something new. And I can't speak for anybody else, but I know for me, it's given me a real edge when I'm trying something new, just because I'm so used to trying new things that I rarely start learning a new skill as the bottom of the barrel beginner, but like a slight edge up, just because I have that intuitive process. I've developed that as a skill. So then trying new things is easier for me than it used to be. It used to be really hard, and now it's not most of the time. Sometimes it's still hard, but most of the time it's not. Huh. What else? For me, developing intuition. Well, you remember that improv game that we did? Which one? What's in the box? Oh. I don't know what it is about that game, but that will improve your intuition, I believe. How does it work again? Just for the folks who didn't see the live. The folks who didn't see it. The way it works is you close your eyes and you picture a gift box. You know, what I always picture is those big square boxes with the easy slip-off lids and the big ribbon, and the box would be colorful. Like right now, I'm seeing a green velvety box with a big golden ribbon. And then you don't get ahead of yourself. You don't think about it. You keep your mind as clear as possible and open to possibilities. And you flip off the lid, you reach into the box, and still you're not getting ahead of yourself. You scoop around inside the box and you pull something out. What'd you pull out? Teddy bear. A little tiny brown teddy bear. Oh. Just by playing games like that, your brain will be constantly trying to fill in the blanks for you with what I think are just pure creations. And one improv tip that I learned is the box is never empty. So if you're digging into that box and you've got nothing in your brain and you're not thinking and you're not trying to get ahead, you're just very present with your hand in the box, you'll pull something out. What'd you get? Frisbee. Yellow with a golden stripe around it and a star in the middle. All right. What about you? Well, what's a good way to hone your intuition? Practice making funny predictions. Making funny predictions? Yeah. Just try. Like not anything important, just a random funny prediction. A random funny prediction. How to develop your intuition. Can you give me an example? Sure. For example, I predict that tomorrow you will slip and almost fall, but catch yourself and you'll laugh. You think tomorrow I'm going to slip and almost fall. That's right. And that's funny to you. Well, you didn't fall. You're not going to hurt yourself. Nice prediction. I'll tell you if it really happens. But by making funny predictions, you get in the habit of using your intuition with no stakes. That's right. No stakes. I guess no stakes means no pressure. And no pressure means you succeed. Wow. That's very neat. Thank you, Zoon. No problem. Well, it seems that we've gotten to the broken record of answering questions. So maybe since no one's asking any questions in the chat today, and we've finished up asking questions, I guess we'll just wrap it up and be done for today. What do you think? Yeah, why not? Let's just finish it up.
Sorry for me arriving so late.
Who's that?
Hello,
Oh, hi there.
I'm host mother.
It's Bruce. It's not Bruce. That's Sayaka. Hey there. You got anything for us?
Okay, I have a question.
We went through all the questions.
When you are overwhelmed because you have so much task to do, what's your
Oh,
advice?
me?
Yeah.
Not him. Me?
Yeah.
This is good. First, take a deep breath. Next, think of the most annoying task on your list.
Annoying?
Uh-huh.
Not urgent, but annoying.
That's right.
Okay.
Do that one.
Eh?
Uh-huh.
Really?
Yep.
What about ignore the important thing?
Ignore everything. Do the most annoying thing first. Because everything's a breeze after that. That's a good point. The most annoying thing first, huh? Yep. My next thing, my
Mhm.
next advice for you is whatever's really urgent
Mhm.
but not that important,
Mhm.
ignore it.
You mean like besides the okay?
If it's
In
if
your
it's
life.
urgent but it's not very important,
For example, laundry.
yeah,
Urgent.
not that important.
Okay. Yeah.
Stop thinking about it. That doesn't mean don't do your laundry. Just don't sit around thinking about it.
Mhm.
And the tasks that are neither urgent nor important, don't think about those at all.
Okay.
Just get to them when they become annoying. Or when you have time. Or when you're inspired or excited, then jump on them. So,
Okay.
what if you're just starting and you're inspired? Do that. So, do the inspired task first if you're inspired, and if not, do the most annoying task first. Right. And then when your inspiration runs out, say you do the thing you're inspired for first, and then you jump into the most annoying thing. Yep. That's a good breath between inspirations. It'll also teach you to become more inspired. I guess it would, because if you're constantly bumping into being annoyed, and then you cannot be annoyed whenever you're inspired, your brain will probably try to push for inspiration. That's really funny. That's a neat psychological trick. I hadn't even thought of that. Wow, I'm gonna try that. You should. Did that help?
Yeah.
Hey,
When you are not inspired, what do you do?
I don't know how to answer that question. I'm always inspired. I'm Zoom.
How do you teach people to be inspired?
Huh?
How do you teach people to be inspired more?
Practice.
Clear-headed.
Practice, practice, practice.
How do you practice?
What do you mean?
How do you practice your creativity?
Yeah, it's funny. We were just talking about that. Yeah, we did cheers and other people's questions. Do you have routines or tips for meditation? And that one, it also came into receiving inspiration, like opening up to receive. And then tips for developing intuition. Apparently, intuition and inspiration work the same way. Almost exactly. Just the energy's different. And then we got the tips for what to do when you feel depressed. I don't think that's very helpful for your question, but that was the other question. Yeah, so you got to practice being inspired. All right, how does one practice being inspired? Well, meditate. That's a good way. Yeah.
Every day?
Being receptive. Yeah, every day. Every day. No matter what. Play the what's in the box game. Do it every day. See what happens. Hey, do it now. Close your eyes.
I saw the box, what's inside the box already. Okay.
Well, ignore that.
All right.
Close your eyes. Picture a box. What's the box look like?
White box with blue ribbon.
What kind of blue? Shiny or matte?
I mean, it's just shiny. It's close to navy.
Okay. Now flip the lid. Now reach into the box. Pull out something you haven't thought about. Quick. Just grab it.
Okay.
What is it?
What's a sprinkle?
Like cookie and cake sprinkle?
No, like boom, byung, byung.
Oh, interesting. All right.
You know, I first saw your nose.
Try again. Remember, the box is never empty. This time, before you open it, shake it a little bit.
Okay.
Now lift the lid. Reach in there. What's in your hand?
Oh, Mr. Frog. Shit.
Oh, that's good.
I think it's very good. Very, very, very good. Very good.
Okay.
Okay,
Congrats.
thank you for your advice.
What else? You said you had questions.
Oh, yeah, that was my questions.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well, I guess that's it. Have a good night. Have a good night. Zoon is here and have a good night. Zoon, 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 Zoon and Bob. And Sayaka and Mr. Frog. And Bruce is around here somewhere. Thank you for joining us. And have a good night. Mwah! Ha-ha! We did it. Bye. Bye. Night.
Bye.
Okay. Oh, that was fun, huh?
Did you finish?
Yep.